Hello, everyone. So, you're welcome to part two of this job marketplace series. So, today, what I want to do is I want to focus on creating this group that comes underneath, you know, each of these tabs. So, I might not be able to create all of them. I just want to create a bit, maybe just the find work and just have this highlight here and maybe just create this as well. So, just like the basic elements, trying to make it come alive, basically. So let's get into it. All right. So first of all, I'm just going to go back into the header, and what I want to do is underneath this find work, find talent. I want there to be a group focus that comes underneath there, right? So first of all, I'll just reduce this to 80 pixels. And this is the page. So I'm just going to get a group focus. Okay. So this would, as you can see, it flows. This one flows from left to right. So it flows from left to right. So I would make it a row column, and I don't want it to be fixed width, but I want it to be, yeah, like that. I want it to extend from top to bottom. And the minimum height can be let's say 300. Let's make it 250. All right, that's fine. And then for the padding, let's just make it 20 round. Let's make it 20 round. Then it's white. So we're still gonna have the white background, but we're just gonna have like this really nice, bottom shade and maybe like a bevel on the left and the right. So let's just design that quickly. So for the color, just gonna go with F all throughs. But before we do that, let's do a bit of designing first so that we can see what we're doing. Roundness, I'm going to individually, independently define them. So I'm going to have bottom left for 10, bottom right for 10, and I will, um, the shadow style, let's make it an outset, and then make the zero, make the zero, blur radius, I'm going to make this 10, and spread radius 1, and I will make this EB, 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 EB. And then let's just see how this looks with an FA, 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 FA. Hold on. Nah, it's not looking good. Okay, yes. Let's see how this looks. I think it's looking better now. And so the reference element is this is group. I'm just going to call it the floating group. Let's look for the floating group. Okay, let's just go with group find work. Right, so you can see it slides right underneath there, but I don't want it here. I want it to be at, let's see, what group is this? This is the header. Let me look for the header. Okay, I can't reference that, which is sad. I would have loved to reference that itself. Okay, let's group E. Okay, so I seem to be able to reference the image, but I don't want to do that. I want to reference this as a group. So maybe what we can do is we can just create a group very quickly here. Just put everything here in a group. Okay, so the problem is this is in a group first of all, so I need to find the group parent of this, then add all of this. You know, or else we're not going to get that. So let's see if it's going to work. Group containers in a row. No, that didn't work. I'm guessing the reason why it did not work is because of this. Hold on. Oh, it actually works. Sorry about that. Like up spacing of 20 and extend is left to right. So I'm just call this group header. And then I can then say I want this group focus to be matched close me to group header. And I want it offset by the left of 20 pixels minus. All right. Max width is 1280. So that just ensures we don't go overboard to 50 pixels. Okay. So I think we have the design looking okay. Then now it's just to create this group inside the group and have the alight functionality with the background. So just going to do that quickly now. I also want to offset it by the top by -20 as well, so that it just flushes on top there, underneath the, yeah. Okay, so I'm just going to copy this group itself and I'll paste it inside, and I will copy and paste, and I will, let's see, what else do we have? Okay, yeah, that's it. I would make this a column. I'll make this 10 pixels and I will call this find work. One thing I will do for this is I will just make this padding with 20 pixels around. Then here you have um, ways to earn, learn why Upwork has the right opportunities for you. So let's just say, you know, earning options, by Travel Center. is going to work free. And I am going to make this 16 pixels inter. And instead of making this fit with the content, I'm going to remove that, but I'm just going to make the max width to be 300 pixels. Yeah. And then, of course, I'm just going to give this a background color of EB. And I'm going to give it bevel, you know, solids to the left. Um, 10. Okay, no, this is not going to work. So I'm just going to make this none. And then what I'm going to do is when this group is over, when group earning options is overed, I want you to change the background style. Is a flat color, and I want you to change that background color to EB. And let me see what happens when it's on. Yeah, it gives you that real nice feel, so you get that feeling of, when, yeah, like that. Okay, so let's just see it again, looking nice. So what I'll do now is I'll just copy and paste this to the right, and I will make this spread from top to bottom. Yeah, and then here you have find work for your skills, explore the right kind of works available in your field. Okay, so instead of doing this, I'll make this gap spacing of 40 pixels. You know, just say improve your skill set. Take your career to the next level with with us. All right, and then lastly, you have um, promote yourself. So I'm just gonna say, you know, being valuable eyes, promote your skills to a global audience of your peers. Pretty good, I believe. So I'm just going to remove these conditions. I remove this condition, and then I'll remove this condition, and I believe there's a condition here. Remove this condition, and then remove this condition. So there we have it. So when these are over, you have, you know, you have that come alive. Last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to say that you know, when this group is hovered, you know, and that's not going to work. Right. So group find work is hovered. Come, let's try it. Is pressed. All right, so I was trying to see a condition where we could toggle this. I guess the only way we can toggle this is through clicking. So um, really would have loved to do the functionality of just being here and then this like the way this has come alive. But it seems like you know, we cannot make this element visible because it's not a group. If it was a group, then we would have been able to do that. But because it's a group focus, it can be toggled, and yeah, that functionality is not available. Layout of data source. Okay, so we're just going to remove this condition, and what we're going to do is we're going to say we're just going to click at the workflow, and when this element is clicked, then what we're going to do is we're going to toggle an element. The element we're going to toggle is the group focus. Group focus A. I'm not going to call this group focus find work. So now we can basically preview this and see what it looks like. So when we click it, we have this, so we can see it's extending upwards, which we don't want. Um, Supposed to just be, right underneath there. So I'm going to push it down a bit. So I'm just going to go to the group header, and I'll go to the group focus, and I will push it down by, um, let's try 60 pixels. Let's see how 60 pixels looks. Oh, probably I didn't need to, add the pixels there. So let's just see. Yeah, I think it was my error there. You know, let's put another 20. Okay, so we have it. It's flushing. Um, but it's not going end to end. I would like for it to go end to end. So let's remove this 1 to 80 max width for now, and let it just flush from the beginning to the end of the page. So let's see what that looks like, and let's remove the box shadow. Let's remove this. It's not working. All right, so let's see what this looks like now. Okay, so I think it's getting there. It's getting clearer. Let's see it without this offset to the left. Let's see what that looks like, and then um, maybe I make it 10. Then let's remove this background of FA and make it none. Yeah, I think that's looking good. I think that's looking good. Yeah, so we have this, so there we have our group focus, and So you click this to toggle it down, right? And you have this alight functionality there. So we can go ahead to do the same thing for the group find talent, and then for the why Upwork and things like it's just the same functionality, just to create that header like function. So next in the next video we're going to go into the filtering system and the creation of these groups, and all of that. So see you in the next video. Bye bye.